Wolpert. I'm the composer on the Monster Dances project, and I'm here talking with Brett Deubner, our primary commissioner. Hi, Brett.
Hey Max, how's it going?
It's so great to talk to you. So I'm really excited to be collaborating with you again on this project.
I'm so thrilled. I'm glad you asked me. Also, you obviously know the complete story of how this will unfold, the story of these movements and how the visual arts and perhaps any other multimedia will come into to vision here.
Yeah, so the story here is a little bit less overtly of a narrative across the whole thing and is more character oriented. So each of these movement titles is a character, ghosts or monsters or creatures from various folklores. If each of these characters danced a dance, what would that sound like? What kind of thing would that actually entail? And how would they be different from each other? How would they relate to existing folk traditions and fiddle tunes and that sort of thing? How would they be their own kind of specific sound, and so on? And because they're portrait oriented, phenomenal Japanese artist Ryo Nishikawa, who has some unbelievable digital paintings. What Ryo is going to be doing is essentially creating a portrait of each of these characters that will then be manipulated into a video. And so it'll exist both as a still image and as this moving video. We're really kind of thinking of the manipulated video here is the ghost of a portrait. And then there'll be a fifth final dance that I'm calling Mash, that will bring together all of those various ideas in a raging fiddle finale, which you've just got to have.
Many times I'm asked, what is your favorite qualities about music? What makes for you a good piece? And for me, it's always two things. There's a good singable tune, and then there's a dance. Because from the beginning of time, mothers sang to their babies and everyone danced. So it's always about physical expression. So in some ways, I think when as string instrument players, we learn Bach or Bieber, those are all just folk dances. And we kind of learn how to embody them through our instruments. So I think it's great that you're creating a series of modern day dances for the viola.
And one of the things I'm also thinking that I really like about those, the idea of doing them as these character pieces rather than one full arc, is then that means that, like a Bach suite, for instance, you can do all of them in sequence and it works and makes sense and is a very rich experience. And you can take one of them and put them on a program, or you could do a couple of them in a different order, and you get a lot more programmatic flexibility that way. Because I think that's one of the great strengths of these kind of dance tunes, is to be able to use them in a catch as catch can way. You can put them onto basically any program. You could put them into basically any context. You could do them before pretty much any audience, and there's going to be something that people will take away from that in a positive way. How has premiering new music and working on new pieces informed your artistry and been a helpful thing for you?
I think for me, it's really helped me grow as an artist, because for me, it's all about collaboration, whether it's collaborating with the composer, or if the composer is no longer with us, then it's collaborating with the score, the hidden map, or it's collaborating with other musicians, whether it's an orchestra or a pianist or dancers. And then ultimately it's collaborating with the audience. And what does that mean? It means feeding off their energy and their reactions. So in every sense of the word, this is a collaboration. So to this project, it's really about me inviting others to collaborate in the sending of the message out to people. And so I think it makes a lot of sense to do this.
The thing with all of these multimedia collaborations, right, whether it's video or dance or art or any of these kind of things, is that it's not only adding another element to the program itself, but I feel like it's an audience builder, and it's a tent builder in that way of, if you have an audience member who's on the fence about, oh, well, I don't know if concert music is exactly my thing, but I'm really into dance and choreography, or I really like photography or video or any number of these different things. It's a great way to introduce fans of different art forms to each other.
A multimedia event will attract different flocks of feathers, and they're all going to commingle. And they may then, in doing that, become a lover of concert music too. You know,
Right. Well,
who
this is
knows?
this is the thing. When you get all these different fans of different forms of artwork in a room together, they probably find that they all get along with each other. This is something that I've
A
found.
lot of good trouble happens, right? Right.
Even in sort of interstylistic musical collaborations, right? If I'm doing a collaboration between, a folk musician, a banjo player, a fiddle player, and an orchestra or an ensemble, you get people who are fans of both of those separately coming together into the same room to discover how much it's meaningful to them when they get them both at the same time. And right, they learn from each other, they get excited about what each other are up to and doing. And so this kind of collaboration is similar to that to me, and is very exciting.